Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here. Welcome to episode 150 of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. 150. We got a challenge to do today. Number 30, the Guardian. It's the last Afterbirth challenge. Then we move on to the Afterbirth Plus challenges, and then we gotta go back and do the ones that we missed out on, so good times, man. We've come a long goddamn way, though. Look at all this stuff we got accomplished. Anyway, enough reminiscing, I guess. Let's move on to the actual challenge at hand. See what awaits us. The Guardian is probably one of the tougher challenges in the game, although we do start with a fabulous hairdo, as you can see here. We got 4CEK BNGE binge. 4kek binge. Sounds like a fun Friday night. Anyway, so you can see we can't actually fire tears, and we have this sword, the Guardian Spear. I think it's like, it almost looks like a reskin of the Guardian Spear. We also have Isaac's Heart, Punching Bag, and we have Holy Grail, so we can fly, plus an HP upgrade, so we're at 4 HP. And this is basically exactly what it looks like. Our character is effectively immortal. However, our hitbox is following in behind. Oh god, watch out, watch out! Well, I couldn't have done much there except leave the room, I guess is probably would have been the best way to handle that. Yeah, basically our hitbox is the Punching Bag and the Isaac's Heart following behind him. So we just have to protect that guy at any cost. Hey, get away from him. And that's the whole gist of this challenge, and it is just about as hard and annoying as it sounds at times, because this guy just wanders wherever the hell he wants with no regard for his own safety, and we just have to kind of deal with that. And thankfully, the spear actually does like a pretty sizable amount of damage, but sometimes there's just no avoiding some of the damage you're going to take. Do your best to body block and make sure you pick up HP at any available opportunity, but other than that, it's not a whole lot of options to us. Thankfully, it only goes to Mom's heart, it looks like, so we don't have to worry about doing this for too long. We also don't have any item rooms, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. It's not that item rooms would be hugely beneficial for the most part anyway, probably. Hey, get... God damn it. I should really probably like try and hang out near the heart as much as possible, or at least keep it on the screen as much as possible. Let me try and push these bombs away. That's like one thing that you have to keep in mind and sort of have to internalize, and it's a hard thing to do because it goes against every Isaac of my... Every Isaac! Every fiber of my Isaac being. But you have to like internalize the fact that you are literally immortal. You can run into any enemy you want and touch them, and it's totally fine. But you have to protect that heart at any cost. So make sure you get in the way of any shot or enemy that wanders in the direction of that heart. And that's all you really have to keep in mind. Then maintain your HP as best you can. That's all you can really do. A lot of it is unfortunately out of my control. Now, Forget Me Now is not the greatest item for us, because I'm probably not going to want to be refighting any of these floors anytime soon. Given that this challenge is hard enough with the amount of floors that I do have to accomplish, why would I add another one on top of it? But, you know, it's there in case we ever find a good reason for it, I guess. This is a pretty scary fight, admittedly. I'm probably just gonna... Yeah, we're dead. Okay. That's the way it just goes sometimes. You just, like, kind of run up against certain enemies, and you have Aspa Pacific. Aspa Pacific. Pacific's not spelled quite right, but, you know. Thankfully, the Stonies can't hurt it, so that's good. That's good. The worst part is when this guy actually just, like, when the Punching Bag just walks on top of some random spikes or something. It's just, like, because that does hurt the heart, I believe, despite the fact that the heart is floating. I think the Punching Bag landing on spikes just hurts it just on its own. Because I think the Punching Bag also, like, takes damage when it gets hit. And that does damage to you, which is real annoying. In fact, I think I remember, like, at least, like, some instance in this challenge when I did it in the past, where, like, the guy just walked on top of some spikes, and then I just instantly died, despite having a ton of HP, because the Punching Bag can just die, like it doesn't come around that often, but the Punching Bag does have limited HP, and it can die. And I think when that happens in this challenge, you just you're just fucked, because, like, it's like the heart doesn't know what to do, and you just die instantly. So I'm going to try to avoid that happening, if that's even something that can happen. I'm going to hope that I'm wrong about that, and that I'm just misremembering things right now, but there we go. I was definitely sure that he was going to get hit in there, so I'm glad I managed to body block all those assholes. These guys are slow enough. Don't have to worry too much about it. Can you not wander directly towards the enemy, though? That would be great. Okay. Doing a decent job of keeping them safe. We don't have to fight the Haunt this time, thankfully. Get rid of these guys, because they're just going to chase down the Heart. These monsters are going to jump right on top of the Heart, so I need to... I mean, I don't have much control over that, unfortunately, but we got him beat regardless. Got some more HP for the road. We also have the butter here, which is... I mean, it could be useful. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, but beyond this, there's not much more I can say about this challenge. It's like it's a hard one for sure. It's a hard one, and unfortunately, there's not much you can really do to make it... What the hell? Alright. I'm not sure where that Holy Grail came from right there, but... I mean, I already had the Holy Grail, right? So I just got an extra HP out of that for, like, no discernible reason. Not quite sure what that one was about, but I'll take it. The more the merrier as far as HP goes in this challenge. Yeah, it is a little bit irksome that you can't... That sometimes, like, your own HP is just kind of out of your control on this challenge. Like, for most enemies, you can handle it fairly effectively, and there is some strategy you can employ to not get hit, like blocking the shots or the enemies with your body. But sometimes it's just like he just wanders directly into the heart of the fray, and it's there ain't much you can do about it. Especially if it just like randomly walks into a fire or something, then it's like, well, you bring these things upon yourself, little punching bag buddy. This is why no one likes you. Literally, there's a lot of... I think there's like actually like a lot of people in the Isaac community who just really don't like punching bag. Full health is fine, and it's good to know that that's a thing that exists, possibly in the future. If I find another gray... I think it was a gray and white pill there, so keep that one in mind. Thank you for actually being smart and hiding in the corner, by the way, Mr. Punching Bag. I don't even know what to call you, really. Just Punching Bag, I guess. So Bighorn is a bit of a bitch, for sure. There's not a whole lot I can do to really stop some of this damage, but I'm going to try my damnedest. I also don't know if the damage stat actually affects the damage we do with our spear here. I would hope that it does, but really there's no way for me to know. Well, no, it's okay, it's okay. You know what? I don't mind missing out on the Eternal Heart because we already have 7 HP anyway, so it doesn't bother me in the least. We've got a Black Heart there. Curse Rooms are at least free here, because I don't think he can walk onto the spikes in the Curse Room, so that's good. Also, good job dodging that creep in that last room. That was pretty amazing. Thank God for Black Hearts, I tell you what, man. Rooms like that. Those are like the killer rooms in the Guardian Challenge, where you got a lot of like semi-tough enemies that just rush down the heart really, really fast. There's literally basically nothing you can do in those instances. I think this is probably why this challenge gets under a lot of people's skin, is just because... Oh, get that away from him. Is because it is like... It's like 80% luck and 15% skill. What's the other 5%? It's concentrated power of will, motherfuckers. Does Tammy's head even work here? It does, but I have the butter, so it's so I'm gonna drop it every single time. But I might as well take Tammy's head over the butter if I have to choose. I mean, I could keep them both, but there's not a real point to it. And Tammy's head is a bit of an extra source of damage here, so I'm not gonna turn my nose up at that. Can these guys stay away, please? These guys are just off on the side here. Not too bad, not too bad. There we go. So, pardon me for like straying from the challenge mentality for a bit here. I think you mostly get the idea here, and we're actually doing fairly well in the challenge at this point, so I feel like I can go off on a bit of a tangent. And I think it's an important one because we're 150 episodes into this series now, which is a lot. That's especially with like each of them being usually like half an hour or more, many of them anyway. And I just want to hear a little bit of feedback from you guys, because for the most part, I've established a pretty like consistent viewer base. I get a lot of people who comment and view all the videos and all that stuff, and we've cultivated a great sort of little tight-knit community here, I feel. But I can't help but feel like it's getting a little stale, you know what I mean? Like, not for me. I'm having, like, the time of my life here. I should get rid of that guy first. He's much closer. Like, I'm still having the time of my life with this series. Like, I can just bullshit all day about stuff and just talk over this game that I love to play. It's the dream come true, man. But for you guys, I could understand if 150 episodes deep into this, it's become a little bit trite or a little bit not as much fun as it used to be. I'm not sure. This is the full health pill? Yeah, it is. Okay, so take these two. Balls of Steel is totally fine. And then we'll keep the full health pill for sure. So if there's anything you guys would like to see in particular out of this series as we progress further into the unknown depths of the future videos, however long the series wants to last, let me know. Even if it's like you want to see less of this series and more of other stuff on the channel, like that's totally fine too. I can understand because it's been basically all Isaac all the time for the past little while, and I'm trying to focus a little more on, well, basically right now I'm in the middle of a week off of work, so I'm trying to focus a little bit more on recording some of the other stuff that I have going on, like Bloodborne, obviously. Get some of that done, and hopefully that'll be out sometime later this week. So yeah, let me know how you guys want the series to progress. If you're enjoying it as is and just want to keep going like that, totally fine by me too. I just want as much feedback as I can get from you guys. So if you've neglected to comment up to this point in the series, you just sort of like watch it passively. And trust me, I know there are people out there like that, because I am one of you most of the time. On most channels that I watch on a regular basis, I never ever comment on their videos. Very, very rarely. And it's like, I only comment if I have something somewhat important to say, and then even then I usually like scroll through the comments to see like, oh, someone else commented this already, and usually I'll find someone who has, and then I'll just be like, well, never mind then. So if you people are out there, and I know you are, please, if you just feel free to leave a comment on this video, let me know sort of the state. I guess consider this our State of the Union address as far as the Isaac Let's Play goes. I'm having a great time with it. We still got a decent ways to go until we get 1,000,000% and all that stuff, so keep that in mind. There's still more content to grind out. And once we get to that point, I'll be more than happy to just go for like win streaks and stuff, see how we can get there. That's a lot of the fun aspect for me. Once the series can go casual, that'd be a good time. But in the interim, we gotta make sure, or I gotta make sure that I'm keeping you guys happy here. Okay, this is a bit scary. I'm probably gonna do that, yeah. God damn, dude. Monstro 2 is actually like my worst nightmare apparently on this challenge. Wasn't much I could really do about that situation, but there we go. We managed to survive solely on the grace of that full health pill coming in at the right moment. Let's keep on moving here. Now, there should be a cosmetic chest on every floor from here on out, because I seem to have enough items to make one appear. So, and it seems like they tend to drop pills basically like 100% of the time now, which I don't think was the case initially. We got an I'm Excited pill there, which is a little scary, but health down is also pretty scary, but it's okay. Those cosmetic chests should make the full health pills a little bit more common across the course of this run, hopefully. So hopefully those will come into play as needed. Yeah, I do have some various ideas for how to sort of spice up the series as it gets into this, as it gets into the future here. Not gonna indulge you in those just yet, but you know, I have ideas just so you know. All right, lure this away. Thank God the troll bomb actually just still follows me instead of just going straight for the heart. Straight for the heart. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give the Guardian a bad name. All right, this is gonna be a bit of a shit show for sure. Unless Pin is just really, really dumb, which he seems to be. So you know what? I'm fine with that. Also, I'm not quite sure where we're getting this fear effect from. I think it might just literally be from the Guardian Spear itself, and I've just been dumb and not noticing it this whole time, but I kind of like just started noticing, like, hey, these enemies are afraid of us sometimes. That's pretty sweet. At any rate, there's not much really of interest in the shop here. Let's just go ahead and keep on moving. That's the thing about this challenge, is there's not a whole lot I can really do to make myself that much stronger on this challenge beyond just like trying to preserve my HP as much as possible, because on this challenge you're going to take damage. That's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. You're going to take damage no matter what. If you manage to not take damage somehow on this challenge, then I'm not even going to attribute that to skill. I mean, some of it's obviously skill, because to do that you need to be at least a little bit skilled, but that's got to be like 95% luck to pull that sort of shit off. Because you really just cannot control it half the time. Admittedly, I could probably have been preventing at least some of this damage, but, you know, things like that. And like I can't be in like every place at once in the room here. I have to prioritize things here. Okay, we're gonna go into the mom fight now. I believe that's what this is actually. Turning out to be a very fast run. Oh, good. He just walks literally right into the center of the room. That was amazing. All right, gotta get these guys because they're gonna kill me if I don't. Okay, get this dude. Yeah, the mom fight's a bit of a bastard as I'm finding out here. Not much I can really do but the stomp, unfortunately. Okay, get mom. She's almost dead. If I can just kill her and stop her from spawning any more minions, that'll be probably the best way to handle this. No, 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 no. Okay, okay. Whew, a little bit close for comfort, for sure. We're gonna go ahead and take the Polaroid, I guess. Wow, I thought that like one guy would do a full heart of damage and that was just the enemy there, to be real with you. I'm pretty sure there's no combination of items in here, or no single item, I guess, that would warrant me fighting boss rush on this run. If you did fight boss rush on the Guardian challenge, you have more balls than I do, my friend. All right, Curse of the Maze. Well, I was hoping for a cosmetic chest, but apparently I don't deserve one on this floor. That was really my ace in the hole, was trying to get a full health pill out of that, but you know what? We're just gonna have to try and... Yeah, that's kind of what I expected, because we only had a single heart. Well, let's keep on trying here. This is how this challenge goes. At least each run seems to go fairly fast here, because we do a lot of damage. And we really need to do a lot of damage in a very, very short order here. Man, could you imagine if I had picked up that Eternal Heart like I should have in the early part of that run? We would have had 1 extra HP there. We might have been able to survive, but again, that's all situational. If I'd had that extra HP, I might have played differently up until that point in the run, so you can never say for sure, right? Little Horn's not that bad. I can push like all his attacks out of the way for the most part. Magic Mushroom is totally fine. If only for the raw HP, and the damage upgrade hopefully will be helpful as well. Pretty sure Tears does nothing for us, but it might make us do like more damage ticks per second. Not quite sure how that works. Any advantage we can get though, my man. Any advantage we can get. So this room is thankfully very easy. This is nothing that's actually charging down the heart. Like, honestly, I don't wish this for many Isaac runs out there, but if every single boss could just give me an HP upgrade, I would be the happiest man in the world. Like, I don't care what form the HP upgrade takes. It can be an amazing form like, you know, like Magic Mushroom that we got on the previous floor, or it can just be mundane. Just give me breakfast here. I'll be a happy camper. You know, Pageant Boy, it could be HP in a roundabout sense. I could buy something out of the shop with this money, so gotta keep that in mind, I guess. And subsequently, I don't really care about deals with the devil that much either. Because, yeah, there could be some decent stuff in there that would help me win here, but I don't think it's going to be as important to success, or as much of a predictor of success anyway, as it would be on a normal run. Let's go ahead and check out the shop here just for kicks. Okay. Bit scary, but also pretty valuable. It's just that valuable. A shop so nice, I had to say it twice. Alright, we got some luck upgrades here, which I'm fine with. I'm gonna go ahead and open the chest, because why not? That actually turned out to be a very, very good investment. I think I will take the Bible, because it contributes to Bookworm, which, I mean, doesn't really matter on this run, because I can't shoot. But at the same time, the Bible insta-kills Mom and Mom's heart, and as we saw, the Mom fight is a bit of a sticking point on this run, so that should actually be literally our ace in the hole. Well, not literally our ace in the hole, I guess, but, you know, more of an ace in the hole than hoping for a random full health pill on the womb, like I said it was last time. At any rate, we're making pretty quick progress here, even quicker than the first run, admittedly. We're already into the caves 2 now? God damn. It's actually ridiculous. Thank God that these guys just have barely not enough reach to have hit the punching bag there. Yeah, we're making very, very good time on this run, actually. I think mostly thanks to not hitting too many dead ends. Okay, okay. That was a little bit bad, but we're still doing pretty decent on HP. And the good thing about the Bible, too, is that I don't need to worry about using it on any other random rooms here, because I already have flight, so there's no point in using it on other rooms, so I don't have to allot any brain space to that nonsense. It's kind of like a weird positive effect, because like normally you'd be like, you'd want to get that active use out of the Bible and not just have it for the insta-kill against mom and stuff, but in this particular circumstance, I think it's much more valuable to have it in this way. Just so I can focus more on what I actually need to do here, because there's so much to focus on in this challenge that having one extra thing to focus on would be pretty bad. Alright, what do we got in here? We got Mom's Knife, which I'm pretty sure does nothing for us, despite being amazing, but because I don't even think the knife would stick out in front of us. Because I think that's just negated by the fact that we have the blindfold. So I'm gonna go on Faith there, because it's not worth giving up 2 HP to find out even. But maybe in a different time, in a different era. Okay, so I want to try to remember that Eternal Heart when I go down to the next floor. This is a bad room. These enemies in general are pretty bad in this challenge, but thankfully we got lucky there, and the guy didn't wander into the face of any of them. Yeah, any enemies that can charge the heart down like really, really fast, or shoot beams at the heart especially, as we saw against Monstro 2 in that boss fight in the previous run. Those are the enemies we really got to watch out for and try to take down very, very quickly. Well, I was gonna search for a secret room here, so if you could just move along, little buddy, that'd be great. Decent amount of money, so we should be able to buy hopefully like a spirit heart and maybe an item or something in their shop when we come across it. Also, enemies that can just like jump on top of you, like leapers and stuff. They're our worst nightmare. Okay, get this guy because he can charge us down. That guy can also charge us down. Not so bad, not so bad. Oh, kill. I don't have much control here. Okay. We're doing okay, we're doing okay. Hitting more dead ends than I would like to, but comes with the territory. We've been pretty lucky in not hitting dead ends so far on this run, so we were bound to hit at least a few in our time here. Thankfully, there's a nice pit in the middle of this room, preventing these guys from charging the heart down instantly. Let's see what we got in here. It's greed, of course it is. Okay. Should be able to take him down. No. Oh, goddamn. That was like my bad, too. So I pushed it right towards him. That's okay, though. Deal with that nonsense. Everything's hunky-dory. Now, we could run into some pretty nasty bosses in that room. Monster 2, for instance, would basically be a death blow to us. So I'm going to do my damnedest to, like, rake up a little bit more HP here. I should actually check this out, just in case. And that did actually help out, so glad that I checked that. I always forget about the curse rooms and stuff. Grab this, and head down and grab whatever's down here as well. Puts us up to a pretty solid amount of HP, one off of a full HP. And then we'll try and come back for that Eternal Heart. Although, I don't know, if we want to make boss rush, we better hurry. Whew, we've only got 14 minutes to make it to boss rush, and 1 floor to complete. Alright, what do we got here? Sisters Vs. This is actually pretty scary. These have all the makings of like a terrible enemy for us to fight. The beam, they can jump, they charge. It's pretty terrible, but thankfully they don't have a ton of HP either, so managed to make that work just fine. The damage and range, not sure if either of those stats affect us in any appreciable capacity here, but I'm glad to have it regardless, I guess. Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, right? But what I really need is more HP, which thankfully I'll get with the use of this Eternal Heart here. Thank you for that. and I will be on my way. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to grab an eternal heart that's on the other side of the floor. Da, da, da. That's not even how the melody of that song goes, I don't think. I haven't heard it in so long. And by I haven't heard it in so long, I mean I haven't heard it in like at least like a week. Because they do play it at work from time to time, but you know, they actually do vary up the playlist at work more than they used to, which is a very, very nice thing. Because I'm sure everyone who's ever worked in like a retail establishment where they have radio playing over the loudspeakers or whatever, you've all suffered the same fate that I have, right? Oh, is this actually? Okay, that does actually hurt us. Okay, I was kind of like wondering what hit him there, but. Can't just cheese the hell out of demon beggars, unfortunately. That would have been amazing, but no such luck. Makes sense though. Yeah, but I'm sure anyone worked in retail or any sort of establishment like that, even like an office sort of workspace, I imagine you have this where the radio just plays and they never change the radio station, or like they have a corporate radio station that they always have to play, so they can't change it. They're like physically not allowed, and so it's like you just get the same like 20-odd songs just repeated over and over and ingrained into your head, so that even if you don't, like, if you're not any sort of music aficionado or a music appreciator in any way, you have just, like, those certain 20 songs, just, you'll never forget them at all. You might not know the names of them or who sings them, but you'll goddamn know the lyrics, and that's the important stuff right there. I'm gonna go ahead and, try and get a reroll here without blowing up my friend. Okay, I'll take this. I'll also take Buddy in a Box, because it could be valuable. And go ahead and... God, can you not walk around that shopkeeper? I want to blow him up too, actually. Okay. Like, Glowing Hourglass could be actually quite good, but I don't think it's better than the Bible for us. Strange as that sentence might be. Okay, we also got the coupon here, which is not going to be too valuable to us either. Charged Baby doesn't really help that much. Maybe just keep on re-rolling and try and get some more spirit hearts and stuff. Got a black candle, which is totally fine, actually. More than worth it. And we'll go ahead and get a move on here. I like our little bunny in a box, by the way. She, like, her haircut matches my own. What a coinky dink. At any rate, we have slowed down somewhat on this run, so... I mean, that's okay, though. I think we've slowed down for good reason. We've slowed down to sort of make ourselves a lot more survivable on this run. Thank God he did not walk on top of any of those spikes, by the way. I admittedly don't know for sure if, oh good, if walking on top of spikes hurts him. I just seem to remember that from the first time I did this challenge. Like, I'm pretty sure it can, but... Either I'm getting really lucky and just not walking on any of the spikes in the rooms that we visited, or just, or they don't actually hurt, so. I'd really hope that they don't actually hurt, because the heart is supposed to be, like, floating above the ground, I thought, but. I mean, normally when you have Isaac's heart, it does make you immune to spikes, so I would hope that that logic would carry over into this challenge as well, but maybe not. Go ahead and grab the Polaroid here. That mob fight went much better than our first one in this challenge. Ooh. Okay. So I could skip the womb one, but then I would not have, I could skip it with We Need to Go Deeper, obviously. Then I would not have the Bible to kill It Lives. I think I'd rather just keep the Bible, because the bullet hell style of It Lives is another sort of terrible, terrible fight for the Guardian challenge here, especially if I get there and have, like, no HP to speak of. Which could very well happen. The womb floors are obviously the hardest that we've come up against so far. Plus everything does a full heart of damage now, so need to really, really be careful about this one. Like, even a room like that doesn't normally seem that bad proved to be somewhat scary. I love our little buddy, by the way. We got Pinky from Pac-Man. Pinky from Pac-Man for Brawl, please. I mean, Pac-Man himself is already in like Super Smash Brothers, so why not Pinky? Why not every single ghost? They've got like every single Fire Emblem character, so I don't see what the difference is. Also, every single duck from Duck Hunt, please. I know that's a logical extreme right there, is what that is. So pay me no mind. I don't even really play Super Smash Brothers. I mean, I play it like casually with friends sometimes, but I don't play it with any sort of competitive vigor or anything like that. Okay, I should be able to open this actually. Yeah, mimics don't pose me any sort of threat. I was kind of wondering if that would have the same sort of interaction as the Demon Beggar did, where it hurt me regardless, but thankfully did not. I could really do... What I could really do with, honestly, is a Klondike bar. But beyond that, what I could really do with is a world card to make me like not hit any more dead ends or anything. Any sort of mapping at all would be greatly appreciated right now, because the faster I can get to this boss, the better my life is gonna be. Okay, I need to... Wait, how do I deal with this? Because I need him to wander closer to these guys in order for them to actually trigger, right? So there we go. But I don't want him to wander too close. I think if I blow this... Oh, wait. He might do it. He might go all the way. Yes, okay. I was about to use a bomb there, which wouldn't have been the end of the world. Like, we have 8 bombs, so I probably should be using them regardless. The one thing I'm worried about, like, using bombs for is if like, I try to bomb through a door to go to the next room, and then this guy just, like, walks right into it. Which could very well happen. You might think, oh, it's not too likely to happen. Heaven forbid, but it'll happen, man. It'll happen, my friends. Just gonna go ahead and head back and pick up some of these red hearts if I can. Make me feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't know why I wasn't picking them up to begin with. Like, were they just sitting there the whole time and I just breezed right past them? Or did I really just, like, not take that much damage up until this point? Another dead end? That's just grand. We've hit every single dead end so far. Oh. Why couldn't I've had this luck at the beginning of the run and then had the luck that I had at the beginning of the run to find 0 dead ends right now? That would have been pretty awesome. But I think I should just count myself lucky enough to be alive right now, to be perfectly real. Curse of the Tower, I guess we'll take over Ace of Diamonds. And Blast Assist is pretty scary. But there are worse bosses to be fighting right now, admittedly, so I'm glad I managed to deal with that without too much trouble. We got the Pentagram, which is fine, I hope. One more floor to deal with. We got the Bible as our trump card. We should be good to deal with the rest of this challenge here. Ooh, could get a full health pill here, too. That would just seal the deal. I mean, that was a full health pill on our previous run, but... I mean, I haven't had a full health pill on this run yet, so I wouldn't have really known if that was a full health pill or not, so that's the unfortunate side of that, I guess. One nice thing that we did get on this run that I didn't even mention really is the addition of Bloody Penny right here. That could actually go a pretty long way, and we even gulped the trinket, so more power to you, Bloody Penny. More power to you. There we go. Like at this point in the game, money basically, literally has no worth. Again, I'm just stumbling all over my words today, apparently. So having it be given some worth in the form of Bloody Penny is pretty nice. Also, this is a great curse room. I'm totally a fan of that. I don't think I've ever seen that specific permutation of a curse room before. 3 black hearts and 3 red chests. Doesn't get much better than that, man. This is a curse room. It's as real as it gets. You're getting cursed, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget. I was on a Lonely Island binge the other night. I didn't actually watch them on a boat, though. It's one of the ones that I did not watch. I watched, like, I Just Had Sex and the Shy Ronnie series. Anyway, this challenge is done now, so, that makes me happy. Oh, good. You found a way to get hit at the end there. Oh. Well, this doesn't actually access the cathedral, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay, I was like, I mean, there was a way to do that, then I guess would have been interesting. Interesting angel room, but doesn't really matter to us because our challenge is over. Whew, not so bad. We got Blank Rune has appeared in the basement. Totally fine with that, honestly. Blank Rune, I mean, causes more trouble than it's fixes, really. But that's the Guardian challenge. So we did semi-decently, I guess, on these Afterbirth challenges. Not nearly as good as we did on the Rebirth challenge, so we didn't fail a single one of those. We got those all first time lucky. But these ones were, in general, a lot harder, I think, so... And the Afterbirth Plus challenges, don't even get me started on some of them. One of them is literally called Ultra Hard, and it's like basically the worst thing imaginable. So, yeah, look forward to that one. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now, I guess. What's next on the docket? What can we look forward to tomorrow? Well, I guess we got Lost, Greedier Mode, we got Keeper stuff to do, and that's really the whole kit and caboodle, isn't it? Or we could do the daily stuff, I guess. That might be a nice change of pace. We'll see how I'm feeling, I guess. For now, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I hope you guys did enjoy that video, or did enjoy that run. If you did, please leave a like and or comment down below. It really helps out the channel. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I post a single Isaac video every single day. Hope you join me tomorrow for the next one. So have yourselves a good day. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.